Hey everybody, it's Brittany and I am back with another video. I am the owner of Out of the Box Virtual Assisting. So today I'm going to talk about how to know that a client or how to know when a client is not a good fit for you. Trust me when I say this, everybody is not a good fit for every business. Every client is not your client. And let me tell you, I have learned that lesson and I'm still constantly needing to process that lesson because it's the truth. Just like when it comes to relationships, how every person is not the person for you, the same thing is true in business. Not every executive or every business owner is your client. So how exactly do you know whether or not the person is the right client for you? But there's a couple of signs that you can pay attention to. One of the signs I pay attention to is, people call it if you vibe or mesh well, I would use. How do you feel when you're in your, you call it a coffee chat or a discovery call, whatever word you choose to use, but how do you feel when you're talking to them? Normally, the best clients I have, when I sat down to meet them, not all, I will put a slight disclaimer in there and I'm going to explain why. But there are some that when I meet them and I sit down and I talk to them, I instantly connect with them. It's like, I feel like I've known them. I had two people who were like that straight off the bat. I'm still with them after some years, but it just literally just felt like, man, I feel like I know you. That's one sign that they're a good fit for you. You just click well. You mesh well. You are, you just seem like friends. You seem like you've known each other for a while. When you talk to them, it's like y'all could just keep talking and talking and talking. That's one sign. Another sign is their character and their morals line up to yours. So let's say you're in a discovery call and they're telling you about how they're treating their customers, or they're telling you about, okay, let me give y'all this little side note tip. Red flag is when all you hear them do is complaining about all their old assistants. That is a red flag. Maybe I should say a yellow flag, but for me, it's a red flag. Because how is it always the assistant's fault? Where is your, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Accountability. Where is your accountability? What did you do to attribute to the problem of all these different assistants? How have you had 10 different assistants and none of them have worked in the last year? How have you had 5 in the last year? How have you had 3? So many back to back to back. Why is everybody quitting? Why does no one like to work with you? That is a red flag. So I actually might write that down to list all of my red flag clients. But for now, let me pivot back over and switch to your green flag clients. Another one is that they are in a place to actually pay you. There are some people who will try to hire you and their business is not at a point where they can pay you. And to be transparent, I actually have turned down someone before because I felt like their business was not at a point or a place where she needed an administrative assistant. And she honestly was like, thank you so much for being honest. Because she was like, you could have just took my money anyways. And, just begin to pay. And see, I don't want to do that. If I'm going to help you, I actually want to feel like you need my help. But if I feel like maybe I could just point you in the right direction or give you a few pointers and you'll be good to go from there until your business grows to the point where you do need an assistant, maybe she will come back to me at some time and say, you know what? I need you now because now my business has picked up significantly. But do make sure that they can actually pay for your services. If they don't have it, if their business is already struggling, that's an iffy situation. Now, again, if maybe their business is just going through a season, but they're still willing to pay you on time and they are still paying you on time, that's one thing, But if again, their business just started and they just don't have the revenue as you're in conversation. Now, I don't necessarily ask them what their revenue is. I just know how to ask questions about what they need help with to make me think through whether or not they are ready to have an assistant in their business every day or whether they really don't need the help yet. Because I don't want to waste anybody's money. I am a firm believer of reaping what you sow. And if I feel like you are not ready yet, I am not going to take your money. I think the next thing is there any other things? Let me think real quick. Their business. That's the last thing I think I'm going to mention is their business. What exactly is their business? If you feel like morally, whatever they do morally does not line up with you, I would say don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you really feel like, you know, you can help them, or you really feel like that, if you are a faith-based person, you feel like the Lord is literally calling you to it for some reason, hey, by all means. But from a general standpoint, now, just using wisdom, if you do not believe in their business practices, I would say not to do it. If you don't believe in gambling and their business has something to do with gambling, just don't even do it. Because morally, you're going to feel like, I don't like what they do, because then you're in the meetings, you're talking about it. If you know full well that is not something you're interested in and you morally feel like it's wrong for you, I would say not to do it. So again, those are just a few tips. The next video I will make is I will talk about the red flag clients. So these are just a few green flag clients. Let me know your feedback. Let me know what you think. How do you know that your client would, no matter what industry you're in, how do you know what client is a good fit for you, or what customer is a good fit for you? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with another friend. Hit the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.